Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Detroit is getting a lot of money from Washington to try to make its streets safer, and drivers aren't the only ones who are going to benefit. Good evening, I'm Devin Skillian.
And I'm Kimberly Gill. A big safety upgrade is coming to the streets of the Motor City, courtesy of the Department of Transportation. They're sending $25 million to fix the most dangerous streets in the city. Jacqueline Francis is live with how Detroit will put this money to use. Jacqueline.
Yeah, this money could make a big difference in the city of Detroit when it comes to road safety. Right now, the city has one of the highest traffic fatality rates in the nation, making it in desperate need for some safety improvements. We're talking everything from bike lanes to crosswalks.
Congratulations to Detroit. You're correct, getting an award of almost $25 million today.
All of it going toward improving road safety. The U.S. Deputy Secretary of Transportation complimenting Detroit's data-driven grant application, honing in on the city's deadliest roadways.
It's taking the existing roadway network, but finding ways to make it a lot safer. And I have to tell you, this is particularly important in Detroit because, unfortunately, Detroit has one of the highest fatality rates of a major American city. So this work is urgently needed.
The improved infrastructure will include things like more bike lanes, revamped crosswalks, and pedestrian refuge islands, giving people a safe place to stand while crossing large intersections. While grants were awarded to roughly 500 cities nationwide, only a few dozen included money for projects like we'll see in Detroit.
Safety is a shared responsibility, and we are thrilled at the federal level to be able to provide resources for projects and designs that have really been generated locally.
Similar grant money has been awarded to other Michigan cities to improve their road safety. This includes Ann Arbor, Ferndale, Highland Park, and Lansing. Reporting live, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Great. Okay, Jacqueline, we appreciate it.
Former teacher is facing sexual assault charges, accused of abusing 4 girls. 43-year-old James Adam Baird of Plymouth was employed as a vision specialist, teaching children who are blind or have low vision in several different schools. The sex assault charges announced today stem from 4 alleged incidents from 2018 to 2020. The Wayne County prosecutor says they happened at 3 different schools in Garden City and Westland. We're told the victims range in age from 10 to 15. He's due back in court February 9th.
The family of a Detroit high school student is in disbelief and asking for your prayers after the 18-year-old went into cardiac arrest during a basketball game. Senior Cartier Woods is sedated and on life support right now. The medical crisis happened at Northwestern High School Tuesday night during a game against Douglas High. His family shared some of his hoops highlights from Facebook. Right now, his family doesn't know why his heart stopped, but they're hoping he's able to recover. We'll keep an eye on his progress and keep you posted.
The Federal Reserve issued another interest rate hike today. Central Bank opting for a quarter-point increase, still trying to cool inflation. It is a change from their most recent rate hikes that were 3/4 of a point. Fed officials said today inflation has eased some, but remains, in their words, elevated, meaning more rate hikes are likely. In the meantime, the White House and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau officially proposed new rules today regarding credit card late fees. The proposal would reduce the average late fee from $31 to $8. Excessive late fees were banned by Congress way back in 2009 with what was known as the Card Act. But according to the CFPB, companies have used a regulatory loophole to avoid scrutiny over their fee amounts. Proponents believe the new rule would save consumers $9 billion a year. The White House is also taking aim at hidden fees across several industries, what it's calling the Junk Fee Protection Act. That legislation aims to crack down on entertainment ticket fees that aren't disclosed up front when you're buying tickets online. Things like processing fees, delivery fees, facility fees. You've seen those pop up, no doubt. The bill would straight up ban fees charged by airlines for families with children just trying to sit together on flights. Also targeted excessive early termination fees for TV, phone, and internet. And finally, resort and destination fees for travel.
Huntington Place downtown has been renamed a couple of times recently, and the building itself has gotten a massive overhaul over the past few years. But there is much more coming now as the city's convention center looks to broaden its business and scope. Local 4 business editor Rod Maloney live downtown tonight with news of a massive new addition that they're planning. Rod, good evening.
Good evening, Kimberly. You know, this is a vision that they had for Huntington Place 10 years ago in the bankruptcy, where they essentially carved out a piece, the land here and also Joe Louis Arena, to try and redevelop it and make it into something much more special, bigger, better, more stores, and especially hotel rooms. And so now they have a plan that sets all of this in place. It's not often you go down 2nd Street downtown. It dead ends at Huntington Place's loading dock. For a generation of auto shows, the tiny dock has posed serious issues. Drone 4 takes us on the bird's eye view tour of the neighborhood. Claude Molinari runs Visit Detroit, the old Convention and Visitors Bureau.
What we plan to do is connect 2nd Street all the way to the river. That will open up Joe Louis Arena now 360, or Joe Louis Arena site 360 around, and it'll improve the loading dock and give us outstanding access to the convention center.
Under a new plan unanimously approved by the Downtown Regional Convention Facility Authority, this space, where Stevie Eiserman once skated, will become a new and massive hotel. Molinari chairs the authority.
Our convention center can do this many shows, but our hotel capacity only allows us to do this many.
Molinari also tells Local 4 the city's lost the opportunity for dozens of events because of it. So they've approved $300 million in borrowed money funding to grease the skids for a developer to come in and build a 600 to 800 room hotel connected to Huntington Place, and perhaps spend $1 billion to make it top shelf.
When we increase the hotel rooms, we actually have more shows come in. So it's not like a competition thing. The more hotel rooms we have downtown, which will raise occupancy when we're able to attract more events.
And so Molinari tells me that he has been in touch with a number of banks, and he believes that they've attracted a number of people to at least take a look at this. They figure that this is something that can really make a big difference in downtown for big events like, say, the Final Four. Back to you.
Very good. Well, Rod, how long might it take, you think, to have that hotel built? Have they said?
Yeah, they did. It should take about 3 years to build that, and considering the Final Four is coming in 2007, they're kind of hoping to connect those things too.
Yeah. Okay, Rod, we appreciate it.
It is the first day of Black History Month, and one Detroit business owner didn't waste any time making sure his community got a Black History celebration to kick off this month.
Our Kim DeJulio was there at the school and also at the business that's giving back.
For more than 30 years here at Burt's Marketplace and Eastern Market, they've been serving up great food and preserving Black history. But the owner, Burt, isn't just enthusiastic about teaching people about Black history here. He's also making sure that students down the street are learning it as well. About a mile away from Burt's Marketplace is Ralph Bunche Prep Academy in Elmwood Park, where the owner of Burt's, Burt Deering, went to school.
This is the neighborhood I was raised in.
And this month at Bunche, Black history isn't just taught in the classrooms. It's everywhere you look, with each hallway covered with portraits of Black people who shaped our history and future.
And so it's just an education all the way around. We want them to see it, we want them to hear it.
That's Burt's daughter, a teacher here at Bunche, who has gathered her students in the library to meet the author and illustrator of this book, Where I Come From.
This king is Mansa Musa. He was the richest man that ever lived.
And it was Burt who sponsored and organized for artist Curtis Lewis and author Cynthia Henley to come in to teach these children about what's inside of the book.
So it's just not just a coloring book, it's an educational book also, where the parents can sit with the kids and they can re-educate themselves also.
He's all about history and knowing who you are.
You are a queen, okay?
Queen Jessica.
Okay, you're right. You are a queen.
Burt says he may be a businessman first, but he feels compelled to make sure that these students have a complete understanding of where they come from.
The community supports me in so many ways. In return, I have to support the community. So it's just keeping the scale balanced.
Reporting in Detroit, I'm Kim DeJulio, Local 4.
Really cool, Kim. Well, later this month, the students at Bunche will get to dress up as their favorite Black history figure and teach their classmates about who they are.
The chill is in, but so's the sun. So on the whole, we'll take it, right?
Give and take a little bit. That's right. Let's get over to Kim Adams with your forecast. Kim?
Well, it was a beautiful day, but colder than normal, a little bit better than yesterday. We did make it into the low 20s. Now this evening we'll have a few more clouds. We'll hit 20 degrees here at 6 o'clock, 18, 8 o'clock, also 10 o'clock, and then 17 by midnight tonight. We'll be about 5 to 10 degrees warmer tonight than we were at the same time last night. But take a look at the high temperature trend over the next several days. We get one day tomorrow where we're close to normal, which is 32, and then Friday, 13. That's not the low. That is the high temp on Thursday and Friday morning. And then Friday night and Saturday morning we'll get down to about 0 with wind chills dangerously low. In fact, wouldn't be surprised if perhaps we go under a wind chill advisory Friday night and into Saturday morning. And then we're back into the upper 30s to near 40 by the end of the weekend. If you want to keep up to date on all the weather information in your neighborhood, just go to your app store right now, type in WDIV, and you can download the free Forewarn Weather app.